Hey everybody, my name is James Panther and welcome to another episode of Astrology for the People. Today is Monday, January 16th, 2017. Alright, so in the home stretch of the Sun in Capricorn, we got Mercury back in Capricorn trining the North Node in Virgo. Moon in Virgo today, opposing this Mars Chiron. Venus on Neptune will be coming up to Chiron shortly as well. Basically this kind of Venus, Mars, Chiron, Neptune, South Node, Pisces experience that we're all having is nice and watery and emotional and like full of releasing and grief and just like buried stuff. And the Chiron is trining Black Moon Lilith, and so we're kind of like in this releasing place at the same time as this Mercury Capricorn is, moving, back for the third time over these early degrees of Capricorn, moving towards a conjunction with Pluto at the end of this month. So, I always say that like when Mercury goes retrograde, that backwards motion is only like a third of the whole experience. The first part of the experience, this was in the beginning of December, the first 3 weeks of December when Mercury was between 28 degrees of Sag and 15 Capricorn for the first time. Then December 18th to January 8th, it goes back over those degrees to 28 Sag. Now we're here at, 3 degrees of Capricorn with Mercury. It's trining the North Node of the Moon, which is at 3 degrees of Virgo. And, it's just a lot of like, all right, time to get down to business, time to make stuff happen. What's my purpose? What am I doing? Like, what is a day-to-day life? Like, when I break everything down, I just got to take responsibility for this, and I got to be in my purpose here, and I got to just surrender to needing to do this kind of daily process, daily practice, focus on my health, focus on what I'm doing, what I'm offering to the world, that kind of stuff. And then at the same time as, all that's happening, this kind of like earthy, do my stuff, got to get it together, got to get grounded, got to get realistic and practical. We've got this like Mars on Chiron, at the same degree, 21 Pisces right now. And Venus is at 13 Pisces, and Neptune's at, 10 Pisces. So, none of this is on the South Node anymore, so it's not really about releasing in a, let go of your bad karma kind of a way, but it's more of just, releasing in terms of, Pisces is the very end of the zodiac, so to have Venus and Mars, the love planets, the stuff that we're made of, our relationships, which is Venus, and then Mars, how we're driven, our ambition, our drive, what motivates us to move forward in life, both in the last sign of the zodiac, the water sign that's more ether than water, it's more like the pot of soup that we're all cooking in, it's more the kind of just whole oneness, collective unconscious, everythingness of the universe, the whole crazy, all of it, that the little burst of, individuality in Aries bursts out of afterwards. We're at the very end of the zodiac with this Venus, Mars, and Chiron. So it's like a lot of surrender is needing to happen right now. We want to do our stuff, and when you combine this strong earthy Virgo trining Mercury and Capricorn energy with all this need to release with Pisces, I'm feeling like it's really about surrendering, letting go, and to what your purpose is. Capricorn and Pisces are both transpersonal signs. They don't have to do with your personal feelings or whatever, and yet. And this Chiron in Pisces is asking us to surrender to our feelings and sort of let them move, let the grief move. I would say Mars conjunct Chiron to me is Chiron is the wounded healer. So this is a wound of separation from source, the wound of being abandoned by God or by spirit. And when you have Mars, the action planet, right on top of it, it's in order to move forward right now, we need to go into the wound. It's that surrendering to feeling the pain that sort of breaks down the ego. It breaks down, what you think you are, really, the separate entity that you think you are. And, Virgo North Node says, well, you are, and you got to, take care of the vessel that is your body and stuff like that. And everything has its right place and right relationship in order. But then all this Pisces energy is yeah, but like that ego construct that you have, like that personal drive and desire that you have, it's like just things might not be going the way that you want them to go right now, and the way that your ego wants them to go. So it's just a really good time to like to just, I mean, look at this beautiful ocean behind me. It's like Pisces is the ocean. It's just like what a mysterious, beautiful, amazing force this is. Just like let it wash away, because come January 29th, I believe, is when Mars moves into Aries, and then Venus moves into Aries on like February 3rd. So we're going to have a lot of new impulse and some new clarity in a couple of weeks. And so these next couple of weeks, like the rest of January, we're also moving towards a Mercury-Pluto conjunction. This is, a lot of our business reality changing, a lot of our communication, everyday life reality changing, transforming, beginning a new cycle of like, what is your purpose in 2017 going to be? It's not quite solidified yet, is what I'm here to tell you this week. So try to take the next couple weeks, and with Venus on Neptune, can be some really ideal like love can be happening right now, and relationships, and you can also be seeing through the veil in a lot of your love relationships and how you are. And because the South Node is still in Pisces too, it's just like, let's not delude ourselves right now. It's a very dynamic time. It's just like there's this like need to be really practical about things, but in a very egoless way, in a very non-attached way. Speaking of non-attachment, this week, in a few days, we've got the sun moving from Capricorn into Aquarius. So the sun, our creative center, our sort of central operating system, the collective sun, transiting sun right now is moving into Aquarius. So that's all about non-attachment. It's just like, I care about the future of humanity. I want things to be progressive. I want collective consciousness. I want to be part of something bigger than myself and my own ambitions. So it's a lot of letting go energy right now, and just listening. Pisces is about like, it's like stilling your mind, going into like a meditation retreat, sitting by the ocean, like hopping in that salt water, and the salt crystals just like pull a lot of old psychic energy out of you, lie on the sand. I realize that a lot of you are in like very cold and snowy places right now, but you can put some sea salt in your bath, and like that sea salt is kind of like the same effect as this ocean. Water is cleansing. Water is high vibrational. Salt crystals pull out old psychic energy and wash it down the drain. Just like still your mind, still your energy field. Don't worry. Don't stress. It's like Mars in Pisces is also just like, as someone with natal Mars in Pisces, I can say, like, it's like, your energy can move in waves, like the ocean. So be gentle with yourself. Don't drink too much caffeine right now. Don't, and also the negative side of Pisces is, needing to check out, needing to escape, because this reality is just too painful and it's too cruel. This world is so cruel, and like, I'm such a sensitive, magical being, and, you need to like kind of do drugs or drink too much or whatever it is, any way that you check out and escape. It's just like, still your mind, surrender. It's like, let the piece of you that is the collective, that is oneness, that is God, breathe with that oneness that is everything. Seriously, I mean, just like, it's like getting out of, finding that place in meditation. Pisces has so much to do with meditation. It's just like getting behind the thoughts, getting into the body. With this Virgo North Node, Vipassana meditation is like, this is a bomb-ass time for Vipassana meditation. I mean, just like scanning the body, like letting it go, like letting what comes up come up. That kind of sensory deprivation thing that they do on the 10-day Vipassana retreats. I don't know if you guys have ever done that, but like, it's super healing. And if you can't get yourself to a Vipassana retreat, it's a little like last minute to try to book it for the next 2 weeks. Still, just like try to just breathe and don't worry too much, about how the next couple weeks are going to go. Just get yourself into a meditative place where you can do a lot of reflecting. Because when this Venus-Mars Aries energy happens at the end of January, beginning of February, it's going to be like, bam, off to the races, So So still your mind, calm your heart, calm your nervous system, feel the love around you in the universe. Let yourself release emotions. Venus will be coming up to Chiron too, so this can just be like relationship wounds and love wounds and heart wounds, just like letting them purge and clear. I always say this, that like the whole purpose, Capricorn has to do with purpose, the purpose of grief is to dissipate old stuck energy. So let it all dissipate now so that the new can come through. And then it's kind of like, it's like our emotions are like these waves. It's like they crest up and they do crest down again. Like when you feel shitty and devastated and like existential, it's just a peak in the wave or a dip in the wave, however you want to look at it. And you can always count on the waves just keep coming. That's what being alive is. So it's being awake, alive, feeling it all. So for the first 5 people that contact me right now, I'm offering $50 discounts on astrology readings, and that expires at the end of the month. So contact me now. My email address is right here. If you like this channel, please subscribe. Check out other videos that I've done. Have a great week. Be good to yourselves. See you next time on Astrology for the People. Take care.